I wish we had flying cars back in 2019. I'm Salad and I saw Blade Runner. It is directed by Ridley Scott, and my previous exposure to this movie is none. Before I continue, if you like this video, please consider hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel. YouTube really likes that. If you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. The movie starts with a very useful screen. It's a long page of text explaining the universe in the world that we're taking place in. What are basically androids are called replicants, and we have a bunch of replicants who are not allowed on Earth, but there's a few replicants illegally on Earth, and we gotta murder, death, kill them. Deckard is assigned to get these androids, get these replicants. They ain't supposed to be here. And so this part of the story was pretty straightforward. However, the longer that the story went, the more and more that I got confused. I'm not saying this isn't a good movie. I'm just saying that I feel like it got over my head way too much, and I wish that it was a little bit slower, easier to digest the plot points. There's a few sequences that I really enjoy. We have Deckard going after a chick who looks like me, and she looks like a street prostitute is my first impression of her. Also, seeing her outfit, I was like, I have to cosplay that. This street prostitute, she changes into this really cute outfit with like a transparent jacket over it. And I find this great because she gets shot at and all the blood gets onto her jacket, and I found this to be amazing. There's also Rebecca. She's a replicant, although I find it fun that she doesn't know that she's a replicant. So we have replicants that are just existing who think that they are humans, but they're actually not. There's this test, for example, that decides whether you are a replicant or not, like giving emotional responses and such. Had to go through like a ton of questions to actually say that she's fake for real. And I'm like, okay, if she thinks that she is real, does that make her real? There are some parts that confuse me a little, like going into that guy's place to find this snake reptile scale, and then I do like how Deckard is like, all right, I gotta go to everyone. Okay, I gotta make sure, I gotta go to a place where they have snakes, gotta ask around about this snake scale. There's this really cool lab that's in, I don't know how many degrees below zero it is, but it looks really cold. And there's this guy just chilling, and he's just having a fun old time playing with eyeballs. And I find it rather rude that these two guys just rudely interrupt him and rip his coat in half. And I'm like, bro, you're just gonna leave him there after like interrogating him, threatening him with death? There's also a great deal of great shots. Oh my goodness, there's so many like vertical lines and diagonal lines, especially with like building shots. Oh my goodness, I love the building shots. I love the neon lights. This world feels so lived in, and it feels like a dystopian future. Although I find it funny that this movie takes place in 2019, and it does predict there'll be ads, but there's ads like way everywhere compared to what they thought that 2019 was going to be. There's ads like every step of the way. There's like ads everywhere in real life. Man, I love the Spider-Man kiss. I like how we have kisses of death. There's a lot of kisses of death. Oh, let me just kiss you, and then let me like take my hands, my thumbs, just jab them into your eyes. And I had to look away at this part because I was like, I was fighting to look at the screen. There are some really tense moments throughout this film. Like we have Deckard just straight up having to climb out of a window and climb on the side of a building that's like 1,000,000 feet high, and I'm just like, bro, don't fall. Please don't fall. And then we have the guy that he's trying to run away with. He's like, huh, peekaboo, I'm coming out from the other window. And then, oh, you gotta go the other way. And I'm just like, what will he do? Then we have Deckard and Rebecca at the very end. They just seem to be chilling together, and I like that. Also, I noticed that replicants have like this little orange thing in their irises. And there's a couple of shots where we have Deckard. He looks like he has like a little orange thing, but that's not all of the shots. Not all the shots have a little orange thing in his iris. And so this gives way to my theory that Decker is a replicant and he doesn't know that he is. I think he's like some sort of very advanced replicant. Like we have Rebecca who doesn't understand that she's a replicant. She fully believes that she's a human being, but she's been given memories from like another person implanted into her head. So I'm thinking that Decker could probably have the same treatment done to him too. I feel like the final boss fight, I'm gonna call it that, there is some dialogue leaning towards Decker might be created, but it's a little bit ambiguous. But I definitely think that Decker is a replicant himself. I'm gonna have to get back to this movie in 10 years and re-review it. I don't think I did this movie justice. I think that this movie is a little bit too complex for me to really comprehend the first time watching it. I really enjoyed this movie. The world building is great. I wish we had flying cars back in 2019, but we still got regular cars that drive on the roads that we make for, you know, cars to drive on. So I wish that cars were flying, although I'm really glad that we don't have flying cars yet, because I feel there's gonna be like a ton of accidents. There's more way to like go into a balcony and rob someone with a flying car. Like if you have a flying car, can you just put it in park mid-air? Is that a thing that can happen? Like, I want to know all the logistics of a flying car, but too bad we don't got any flying cars yet. My eyes were glued to the screen the entire time. Cinematography's great, the colors are great, the acting's great. Everything about this movie I feel is great. I feel bad that I didn't pick up on everything. Like, I was watching this movie just like staring at it, and it was hard for me to like get every little detail into my noggin to remember it. So I gotta give this movie like a solid 8 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes it. He goes to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer. So if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that like a fast track a movie review. Patreon.com/ASEPresents. $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month. $3 a month. How to draw Pokemon tutorials posted early first. All at Patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree to find the way that you can help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews. So you can go here. And until next time, Mint Salad, I'll see you later, my salad croutons, big bits.